Hi everybody, it's Darla over at Trying to Be One Smart Cookie. I'm going to show you 3 cleaning tips that I use, or decluttering tips, to help keep my house a little bit better shape than it normally would be. I am by far not a perfect housekeeper. I am not an expert, but I'll show you a few little things that I try to do on a daily basis that really help. So number 1, never leave a room empty-handed. If there's a glass on the table, there's a cup on the coffee table, if there are papers that need to be picked up and brought down to the safe in the basement, never leave a room with something in it that could go somewhere else. I'll show you an example. So here's the end table where I was sitting this morning, and I deliberately left everything there so you could see. Look, I left a cup after I had my coffee, the book I was reading. We got a new kitten. We thought it was a little girl and we named it Rosa. Turns out it's a little boy, so we now named it Milo. Even the remote just doesn't look good sitting there in that state. So, and then I have these blankets everywhere and ye old cat and dog toys. Now all those toys actually have a home. It's that little teal colored basket over there. So I'm going to pick that up and I'm going to time myself and see how long all this takes. Okay, so I've set the timer on my oven for 10 minutes. Let's see how much of that 10 minutes it takes for me to get this cleaned up. Less than 60 seconds. Oh, it took me 2 minutes. It just turned to 8. Not bad. Okay, tip number 2 is to stop procrastinating. When something needs to be cleaned or picked up, just do it. Easier said than done. So you can see behind me, I have not done that this morning deliberately because I wanted to show you guys what I do. So first of all, I found all this stuff on my kitchen counter, which does not belong on my kitchen counter. This goes in the office, it's a stapler. This goes in my husband's garage toolbox in the garage because mine is already where it's supposed to be. And these are for cleaning my glasses. They actually go in the bathroom. So I will put all that stuff away, and we have a random lighter for candles. We don't smoke, so. But the lighter should be down here in the drawer with the candles. I'm going to run this to the bathroom. I have a small house, it doesn't take long. This I will put over by my boots so I know the next time I go outside I got to bring this out. And this has to go down to the office. But I have a couple other things I know need to go down there, so I'm going to put that right here in a little office pile. So we did groceries, and we got some Cheerios, and I have the Cheerio bucket, and they set them next to each other, but I did not put the Cheerios in the bucket. So that's just making mess, right? Visual mess, visual clutter. We have issues with mice where I live, or in the woods, or in the fall, I should say. So this should fit in here. Dun, da, 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 da. Perfect. And right away, I will break down the box and put that in my recycling bin. Now, instead of piling everything up by the door, I actually have a recycling bin right underneath my sink here in the kitchen. Let me show you. See, I have my cleaning supplies. That's a dishwasher powder, garbage bags in the back, my recycling, and my garbage, and apparently a bottle that fell over. Here we go. Everything's within easy reach, and I really love that. So let's finish up here in the kitchen with the Cheerios. Cover on, put them up where they go. Go there. I have some bread on the counter that can go in the bread cabinet. Am I the only one that still has Christmas napkins hanging around that I do not know what to do with? I guess I could put them in with my Christmas decorations down in the basement. So that will go in the basement pile. Here I have butter. That should be here where it belongs. Now these other things, which are just a few dishes that I need to do. I'm about to make supper, so as I'm preparing supper, I will fill my sink with soapy water and wash as I go, which is another good tip, even though it's not on my list. Okay, so my final tip, number 3, is to do laundry every day, at least one load. And I know you're probably thinking, Darla, you told me that there's you and your husband in your home, and why would you have so much laundry? Well, I'm not always washing clothes every day. It could be a comforter off one of the beds. It could be freshening up the spare bedroom sheets. It could be a load of towels. It could be my shower curtain and bath mat. It could be my throw rugs. It might be a load of rags or a load of dish towels. I don't wash my dish towels and rags in with my regular clothes, so that's just preference. But I figure if I'm cleaning my toilet with it, I don't really want it in with my undies sort of thing. So anyway, that is just a personal thingy. But other times it's coats, ski pants, the dog stuff. Like my dog has towels and blankets that need to be washed. It could be the throw blanket off of one of the couches. There's usually always something that I can wash to get ahead. And that way I don't have 7 loads of laundry due in one day, and it's much easier to get it done because it's not all piled up. However, when I say do the laundry, I'm not saying just throw it into the washer. I mean, you've got to throw it in the washer, whether it's before you leave for work in the morning, and then when you get home at night, you put it in the dryer or you hang it to dry, whatever you happen to do, and then folding it before you go to bed and putting it where it goes. Now, 2 nights ago, I took sheets out of the dryer at 10 p.m. that were clean, of course, but I had already put a clean set onto the bed. So I threw those ones into the basket because I was going to fold them in the morning. 2 days later, as of this morning, they had not been done. They were still in the basket sitting in the corner because I didn't do it right away. So I did it this morning, but I'm guilty of doing the same thing, setting them aside, and you get those blinders on. You know you have to do it, but if you don't have to look at it, then it's not there. I try not to do that. I know a lot of people talk about not going to bed with a dirty sink, and I do try to get my dishes done every day after supper, and my husband and I do not eat at night, so generally it is clean when I get up in the morning, except for my husband. Sometimes we'll have a cereal bowl or something in there, which isn't so bad. Anyway, I thank you so much for staying with me, and remember to smile at somebody today because they might need it just as much as you do.